Now, last month, grocery prices were still up 0.3% from January and up 10.2% from the prior year. Yahoo Finance's Brooke DiPalma is here with the details. Brooke, we're always keeping an eye on food inflation here.
Always keeping an eye on food inflation, especially as it continues to hit Americans. But some good news here for many inflation-weary consumers. This is actually the sixth consecutive month that the cost of groceries are rising at a slower rate. So not necessarily seeing a decrease, but rising at a slower rate. So some good news there. This follows the highest increase that we saw in August of 2022. Back then, there was a jump of 13.5%. That was the highest increase since March of 1979, that is. And once again, this month, we're seeing a jump year over year of 10.2%. Now, taking a closer look at the price of groceries in terms of categories, we're seeing numbers mostly up month over month. But as you can see right there, meats, poultry, fish, and eggs actually a decrease there. Now, that was brought down by the cost of eggs, which we'll get to in just a bit. But across the board, we're seeing decreases on breakfast cereal, frozen and refrigerated bakery goods, uncooked beef roast, bacon, and related products down 1.5%, and dried beans, peas, and lentils down 3.2%. Now, increases are flour and prepared flour mixes as the Ukraine-Russia invasion continues to take a toll on that supply chain. Also, in addition to that, pork up 0.7%. But the real good news here, eggs seeing a bit of relief. Prices there down 6.7% month over month, but still up 55.4% year over year as the avian flu outbreak continues to take a toll on the industry, and also something that agriculture economists are keeping a close eye on, especially as we approach the Easter holiday.
And we know that backlog from the avian flu, we know that that's going to persist for a while. So people should temper their expectations on that for sure. And Brooke, we know that this CPI read comes as Main Street is increasingly concerned over the economy based on the collapse of Signature Bank and, of course, last week's stronger than expected jobs results as well. What are some trends that you're noticing in this space?
Yeah, well, consumers certainly looking to value, to private labels for value, and also on top of that, perhaps switching up where they're going to the grocery store. And I spoke to a senior partner of McKinsey & Company, and she said specifically that consumers are saying here, I might be unhappy about the price of groceries, but I can still spend that money to buy groceries. So we saw in the latest earnings results that Walmart said that high-income shoppers are going to their store amid stubborn inflation. We also heard a similar message from Costco in the latest earnings results, saying that consumers there are switching to their private label. They saw growth there of 1.5% this past quarter compared to roughly 0.5% in terms of growth in its private label Kirkland brands. They said that people are looking to save money and they're turning to their brand, perhaps not a trade down, but a trade up, they jokingly said. But Target also investing in their private label brand. And also consumers here emphasized before switching baskets. Now that means good news for Dollar Tree, Dollar General, more consumers looking to seek value and perhaps switching where they're getting their full basket, going perhaps half their store shopping at a Kroger, at a Costco, at a Target, and then going to these dollar stores to get the rest of their needs. So certainly lots to watch in the coming months.
And a very discerning shopper here, taking their time and doing a bit of price comparison there as well. Brooke DiPalma, thank you for that update. Great stuff.